Samuel, chapter 11. And it came to be at the turn of the year, at the time kings go out, that David sent Joab and his servants with him, and all of Yasharel. They destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah, but David remained at Jerusalem. And it came to be at evening time that David rose up from his bed, walked about on the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman bathing. That woman was very good to look at. David sent and asked about the woman. And one said, "Is this not Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite?" David sent messengers to fetch her. She came to him, and he laid with her. She was cleansing herself for her uncleanliness, and she returned to her house. The woman conceived and sent and informed David and said, "I'm pregnant." David sent to Joab, "Send Uriah the Hittite to me." And Joab sent Uriah to David. Uriah came to him, and David asked how Joab was doing, and how the people were doing, and how the fighting was going. David said to Uriah, "Go down to your house, wash your feet." And Uriah went out from the king's house, and a gift from the king followed him. Uriah laid down at the door of the king's house with all the servants of his master, and did not go down to his house. They informed David, saying, "Uriah did not go down." So David said to him, "Did you not come from a journey? Why did you not go down to your house?" Uriah said, "The ark of Yasharel and Yehuda," that's Israel and Judah, "are dwelling in booths, and my master Joab and the servants of my master are encamped in the open field. I should go to my house. Should I go to my house to eat and drink and lie with my wife? As you live and your being lives, let me not do this." And David said to Uriah, "Remain here today also, and tomorrow I'll let you go." So Uriah remained in Jerusalem that day and the next. David called him, he ate and drank before him, and he made him drunk. At evening he went out to lie on his bed with the servants of his master. But he did not go down to his house. It came to be in the morning that David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it by the hand of Uriah. And he wrote in the letter, saying, "Put Uriah in the front of the heaviest battle. You'll turn away from him, and he'll be smitten and shall die." It came to be, as Joab watched the city, that he appointed Uriah to the place where he knew there were brave men. The men of the city came out and fought with Joab, and some of the people of the servants of David fell. Uriah the Hittite also died. And Joab sent and reported to David all the events of the battle, and commanded the messenger, saying, "When you have finished reporting all the events of the battle to the sovereign, the king, then it shall be, if the king's wrath rises and says to you, 'Why did you go so near to the city when you fought? Did you not know that they would shoot from the wall? Who smote Abimelech, the son of Yerubbesheth? Was it not a woman who threw up an upper millstone on him from the wall, so that he died in Thebez? Why did you go near the wall?' Then you shall say, 'Your servant Uriah the Hittite is also dead.'" The messenger went and came and reported to David all which Joab sent. The messenger said to David, "The men have been mighty against us and came out to us in the field. We drove them back as far as the entrance of the gate. And the archers shot from the wall at your servants, and some of the king's servants are dead, and your servant Uriah the Hittite is also dead." David said to the messenger, "Say to Joab, do not let this matter be evil in your eyes, for the sword devours one as well as another. Strengthen your attack against the city and overthrow it. Encourage him." The wife of Uriah heard that Uriah, her husband, was dead, and she lamented for him. When her mourning was over, David sent and brought her to his house. She became his wife and bore him a son. But the deed that David had done was evil in the eyes of the Most High. So here we read about the famous part that we all know David, and he was a man after Yah's own heart, writing most of the Psalms. But here we see his sin. We see he saw a woman who was beautiful down here in verses 2 to 7. She had a husband, but he wanted to lay with her. Then he sent here in verse 16 that, in 16 through 18, that he sends him to the front of the line in battle so that he would be killed. So he intended to kill him. And then he got with his wife, and they became married and bore that child that they conceived. So, hallelujah. We'll read chapter 12 tomorrow. Bye.